rocklandnews.com. Thanks for joining us today. Here are your hosts, Tom Osa and Mike Kluger.
And that's me.
How you doing, everybody? Welcome to AM Rockland's News. Let's get into the news right away. First of all, the Nanuet Chamber of Commerce held its annual awards dinner at Banchetto Feast last night. Honored two standout organizations. We'll get into that in a little while. Town of Stony Point held its first town board meeting of the year with new town supervisor Amy Conklin-Stam. Breaking news from Pearl River. Well, it's not breaking, but Mike Lawler, as we talked about, he jumped into the fray to have a key vote to extend Affordable Care Act subsidies and unlock child care funding for local Rocklanders. And we got some transition news. Stephen Pappas is taking the reins at Catholic Charities Community Services of Rockland. He's a Rockland native and a current CEO of United Way, and he's going to succeed Dan Udine as executive director.
You're listening
February
to
6th.
Rockland News, available on Apple, Spotify, and online
because
at
Tom
Rockland.
forgot to turn
I forgot to turn off the music, damn it.
Turn off the music and read the news.
Maybe when we start this, one of us has to stand over there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
This is why we need an engineer.
We
Would
need
someone like to be our engineer?
We need Tesla at this point. We
don't need
Tesla.
Tesla is one on the bad list for me.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not going to argue with you on that. Actually, I don't argue with you because
we
don't argue.
We don't argue. We discuss.
Yes, we do. We ponder. We
pontificate.
We pontificate. And as we were mentioning before we got on the air, is that we have great repartee, Mike.
Yes, witty even.
Yes.
Pointed at you politicians and corporate crooks. What did I say that out loud? That was supposed to be my inside voice.
Well, and it's okay because here I am to balance out the equation. We're very happy to have our supervisors and corporate entities communicate about local issues, and then we could find that healthy middle ground that keeps most people happy.
So I see that there has been a lot of positive movement today.
Yes,
in the county of Rockland and all the towns.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like there's lots of grants being done, lots of improvements, parks, all sorts of good things for the people.
Yeah. It's not all tragedies, thankfully. Would you like to do the first story, or should I? Or
let's see. What
so many of them.
I'm looking on my digi thing here.
Yeah. If you want, you could turn it sideways so that
that's right. That's right.
It's a little bit bigger.
All right. So Stony Point, right?
Yes.
The town of Stony Point had its first board meeting of the year last night at the Senior Community Center at Patriot Hills residence. Residents gathered at 7 p.m. To hear the local officials and preview key issues for the year ahead. This is my classmate, Amy Conklin-Stam.
That's right. Congratulations, Amy.
Yeah. The meeting covered municipal operations, upcoming projects, and community interests. Residents were able to gain access to the agenda in advance via the town's newly updated website. Officials reminded the public that the town's web address has changed, urging everyone to update their bookmarks. Stony Point is also expanding its digital presence, now active on Facebook and Instagram, to better connect with the community.
Yes.
For future meetings and details and updates, residents are encouraged to follow the town's official online platform.
And for those of you that would like to know the address for this is stonypointny.gov is the address for the website. And there is a new Instagram page, Stony Point NY, which I'm pretty psyched about.
Citizens, I cannot encourage you enough to at least go check it out. If you are a Stony Point resident, check out your Stony Point stuff. If you are from Havistrop, do your Havistrop, and so on and so forth. All of the towns have these information outlets, and they're trying to do their best to keep you informed, to keep you connected, and to encourage you to participate. Even if it's just to go to one of these lovely local parks.
Yeah, absolutely. And you get to meet your enemies over there, too.
Your enemies?
Not enemies.
Who's enemies?
Well, he's a friend.
Who?
George Patanovic.
Oh, you and your space.
I don't know what happened yesterday.
I'm going to send you both into space.
I don't know. I want to find out.
Tell me about Nanuet's board meeting.
Okay. So Nanuet had the thank you.
You told me to tell you.
No, it was perfect, and I appreciate it. It's exactly what we want. All right. So last night, the reason why I wasn't at the Stony Point Town Board meeting was because there was the Greater Nanuet Chamber of Commerce held its annual awards dinner at Banchetto Feast, where I found out it's not Banchetto, it's Banchetto.
Banchetto.
Yeah. Banchetto sounds very like cha-cha-cha.
Cha-cha-cha.
But this is Banchetto. But regardless, their food is off the charts, Mike.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I love these guys.
Is it as good as Kobe sushi?
I would say that they are neck and neck, and it depends upon
they don't serve any neck.
Your tasteful proclivities on that particular evening.
And what type of awesome things does Ben? I want to say Banchetto now because we've been saying it so
I
long.
know. It's like
Banchetto.
Banchetto? Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Italian food.
Italian food.
Yes, very Italian.
Okay.
Ooh, my goodness. Chicken parm is like my go-to, and that's what I had.
They had all the garlic of all the things, all the garlics and the basils.
Yeah, garlic. So, and Greater Nanuet Chamber of Commerce, they held their awards dinner. They honored two standout organizations with the 2026 Partnership in Progress Award. A pledge pin.
A pledge pin.
The Nanuet Civic Association and the Nanuet West Nyack Rotary Club were celebrated for their long-standing dedication to public service and community development. Civic Association was recognized for its grassroots leadership in local beautification and civic engagement. I had an excellent conversation with their new president. The guy's name is Keith. He's local fire department over in Thiels, if I'm not mistaken. He's a North Rocklander.
Okay.
So you might know him. I don't have his last name, but we'll try to connect and all that good stuff. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna have him on the show. And also the other honoree was the Nanuet West Nyack Rotary Club. So they received an award as well. Past honorees included, of course, Banchetto Feast for serving great food, Bailey's of Nanuet, Raymore and Flanagan, and the Nanuet School District. Chamber's recognition highlights the power of local partnerships in building a stronger, more connected community.
And on that note, I do appreciate that all of those restaurants that were listed and all of these parties that we're talking about are going to our local restaurants.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, totally.
Let's keep that community going, folks.
Yeah, and I got nothing against going to like a big box restaurant for some quick fast food, but I guess I'm a foodie. I know you're a foodie.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So being a foodie, you can appreciate that level of human attention to the meal.
Yeah.
And making it all, as you would say, yummy and tasty.
It needs to be yummy and tasty.
Damn it.
My youngest is following in my footsteps as being a foodie, and my mother was going to take him out, and we went out to some Greek food, and we're looking at the menu, and I'm asking my 11-year-old what he doesn't know what to order. I don't know what to order. My mom was like, you know what? I'm just going to go up to the owner and say, it's my grandson's first time here. Mm-hmm. It's his first time having Greek food. How can you help us out? And he basically made us a little big plate sampler that wasn't on the menu.
Yeah.
But it was something that he was just like, well, let me give him a little of this and a little of that and a little of the other thing. Mm-hmm. We had such a good time. Yeah.
And I find that, and it's a quality, not quantity thing.
Right.
I've found that when making a really good dish in cuisine, and I'm an amateur. I mean,
are you talking about it on your own hand?
Well, anyone really. Like when someone is paying that closer attention to really understand the person's culinary likes and dislikes.
Yes.
Then and it's a listening thing.
Yes.
So the person that came over that asked for that dish, that you asked for certain things for your
well, it was my mother's grandson.
I was going to say, I was like, you're my grandkids. All right. Your son, right? Not to age you out or anything like that. Because I'm there too. I'm like 50. So the person that was listening to this, like they took in the information, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and it's an approachability. If you have a desire or a hankering for a particular thing in a particular culture's food, mm-hmm. and you are going to the local place, you're going to our local community, you can go talk to the boss.
Right.
They are accessible to you generally.
Yep.
And even if it's not the owner, it might be whoever's managing the restaurant at the time. They're more likely to come and listen to you.
Absolutely.
Because they want you to come back. And like what we were doing at that point was trying to get my son to pick what he likes best. And it behooves the owner to give him those options.
Yes.
Because now my son's gonna be like, I like Greek food. This was fun.
And guess where he's gonna want to go
that
again?
Same place
right
again.
back to the restaurant.
Right.
Yep.
I tried this food. I liked it here. Let's go back here. Right.
Absolutely. I'll do a few more news items. So we had town supervisor from Clarkstown, George Holman, was on the air yesterday. The officials for Clarkstown were sworn in at town hall previously. I think it was last Wednesday or Thursday. I forget the exact date. Joined by music and community blessings. Clarkstown also landed, and they are on a tear with grants, man. And George was talking about this. Is like, they apply for a huge swath of grants. He mentioned that, since he's been in office, now the third time, did he say 400 million in grants?
Wow, that's incredible.
That's pretty wild. Yeah.
When they talk about doing the good work, that's doing the good work.
Seriously.
These grants are not just hand the politician a bunch of money, he can do whatever he wants with it. Most of those grants are very specific about what can be done. And Jen Lima, who was on the show a month ago or something.
Yeah.
This is part of her career, and she could corroborate what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where you have to use these grants for specific things.
Yes.
And they are very hard to get. You have to write them in a very specific way, and you got to follow it up and write all sorts of things and have all sorts of research. So good on George Holman. $400 million in grants is a lot of money.
Yeah, and I hope I'm not putting my decimal point in the wrong place.
Oh, it was only $4.
Yeah, right.
It was $4. No, even $40 million worth of grants at the town level for New York. So it's like a decent amount of money.
Yeah, and it's a huge, it's basically city level at some point. So, and the reason why I brought all this up is they landed yet another grant. So $1.5 million grant to improve sidewalks around the Nanuet Transit Oriented District, the TOD, that connects basically homes from the Nanuet Library, like right on Church Street, that area right there, all the way over to the Nanuet Town Center, as well as, Mike, improvements for the Four Corners, maybe.
Where's our guardrails?
Yes.
Where's our
guardrails?
I'm
getting at, so, and I'm not saying, and we were not involved in any way.
Pat Carroll, where's our guardrails?
Right. I'm actually curious about that. As you mentioned it, I don't think Pat Carroll responded to us about that. And I have to check what it was that he did last year. As far as, because there's a list out there that I was looking at, the individual representatives that passed the most number of bills and the ones that didn't pass any or didn't, So I'm actually curious, because I don't know where Pat Carroll is on that. Like, what other grants has he, what other bills has he put together?
What have you done for us today, Pat Carroll? We would like some guardrails, please.
Right, because the 2026 election is coming up, and of course we want to make sure.
We have people on those four corners more and more and more these days. We will not discuss what is happening outside of Rockland
Exactly.
County.
We're talking about what's happening inside.
There are people who are upset about lots of things, and this is the place that they want to go to express their upsetness, and therefore it should be we should give them a safe place to do that.
100% agree with you.
And it has been explained to us on the air that the simplest, most effective way to add safety is to take guardrails from New York DOT and put them on the four corners.
Yeah, and I don't think that is an inordinate request. I think it is a cost-effective one. This was championed several weeks ago by Donald Franchino. He's Ward 3 for the town of Clarkstown, which also includes that Four Corners area.
And George Holman also came and backed him up on that on the air a few weeks later. And when I asked George specifically, I said, how can we, the citizens, help you?
Yeah.
And he said, call, send emails,
Yeah.
Bury Pat Carroll's box with your request, with
Yes.
our request for a safe Four Corners.
Yes, exactly. And for those of you that are interested in participating in this effort, to let Patrick J. Carroll from Assembly District 96 know that we want our guardrails over at the Four Corners, you can contact his new city office at 845-634-9791, or you can also email him at Carroll, that's 2 R's and 2 L's, CARROLP, as in Patrick, at nyassembly.gov.
And Pat Carroll, I invite you to come on our show and discuss this with us.
Yeah, let's talk.
Let's talk about why we don't have this yet.
Yeah.
Why is this so difficult? How can we help you to get the
How can we help you, Patrick?
And citizens, remember, if you have a concern about something that's going on in Rockland, please contact Tom and myself. Contact us at AM Rockland.
Yes, you can go to, and we have a new page for all of the shows. We have the entire schedule. You can go to rocklandsnews.com/live. Yeah.
And citizens, reach out to us. We want to be your voice. We want to say the things in the ears that will listen to us. Tom has a lot of good contacts. We have all of the politicians of Rockland County on the air at some point. We have talked from everyone up to the great Ed Day, all the way down, and all levels of politicians.
We haven't spoken with the great Gazoo yet.
Well, I'm sure you will be on that soon. Maybe by 2027, we will have the great Gazoo, or unless he gets elected sometime.
Yeah, and for all of those Gen Zers out there, because I know that 8,000 of them are listening to this show.
You don't know who's listening to us, Tom.
No, well, I mean, I don't know who, but I know we get like anywhere between 1.5 and 2.5 thousand listeners per show right now. Yeah, and it's local too, because we put it in the community groups. And those of you that are listening, thank you very much for tuning in with us. Please remember to share out this show. All you have to do is really just share out the Facebook page for Rockland's News. That's facebook.com/Rockland's News. And if they follow or like or, heart the page, whatever they do, then they'll get a notification on their time and convenience when we're going live. And we have a ton of different shows out there. You can check it out at rocklandsnews.com/live.
And so, listeners, I want you to remember what we are trying to accomplish here. Tom and I want to be your voice. We want to bring the issues of Rockland County to the people who potentially could do something to fix it.
And I also want to be able to tell jokes about the great Gazoo.
I mean, we want to entertain you while we are being your voice.
Or attempt to entertain. I don't know if it's actually entertaining.
If you want some zaniness with the news, this is the place to go.
Yes, exactly. You want to do the next news item?
We're bouncing around. Which one are we talking about next?
Tax Talk with Joe Call.
Tax Talk with Joe Call.
Yeah.
Joe Call spoke on AM Rockland News, this show, about the heavy cost of Bowline Power Plant tax settlement. The $330 million budget is being paid by the taxpayers via 30-year school bond, while the power plant profits. Call is calling for legislative reforms. Yet this is part of this whole, why are the taxpayers paying for corporate subsidies when they are profiting and we are hurting?
Yeah, and mathematically, I still don't understand how the bill that was owed back over to Bowline Corporate got so huge. And I know it's legal matters that are way over my head. I fully admit that. But I'm just curious how it got to that point. Like, let's say, for instance, okay, just basic every day. Let's say you missed the mortgage 1 month. Okay, you're gonna get a letter at very least,
and your credit score drops tremendously.
Yeah, so keeping up with the bills is kind of an important thing.
Unless you're corporate.
No, I'm corporate.
No, I'm talking
like I know high level
big
corporate.
C corporate, not little C corporate.
See that I don't know. I feel like, and it's just a feeling, like pop culture tries to perpetuate this thing that like the big box corporations are bad. Now, however, we know that they make mistakes, and here's a good example: Orange and Rockland.
Oh, do you really want to get me started on Orange and Rockland? for this show?
Well,
or
if
would
I
you
can
like it to save it for its own very special Mike Hates Orange and Rockland show?
If I can talk about George Patanovic at some point in the future, we can certainly give you information about, oh yes, the organization known as Space. But this is not about me. This is about you.
Maybe we should get Space to fight Orange and Rockland.
Yeah, where's Space when the bill goes up? Like for the energy, all right. You broke it, Tommy. All right. So tell me about Orange and Rockland.
So I need to understand this, Orange and Rockland. Mm-hmm. How is it if I have a negative bill, credit, I have credit on my account, you can send me a termination letter and a late fee?
Wait, they owe you money?
That negative hundreds of dollars, and they're sending me late fee and termination notice.
That doesn't make any sense.
And when I called up the CSR, customer service representative for O&R, they were rude, did not answer my questions, and lied to me.
Wow.
And this is not the first time. And I am not the only one who's having this experience. So listeners, if you were fighting with O&R because they are not being clear about their bill, and I know everybody can't read this bill, because I keep hearing this everywhere I go. If you are concerned about O&R's shady efforts.
Well, hold on. Let's back up a little bit. You know, like when you check me when I get off the rails with George Patanovic, questionable.
How can you charge someone a late fee if you owe them money?
No. I'm with you. I am with you.
And this has gone on for months, and I get no resolution. They play the shell game with you. Mm-hmm. You get hung up on. You get rude customer service, and there is nothing to be done because this is a monopoly.
All right. Well, they are the only energy providers for Rocklanders in the area. So yeah, I mean that would be a monopoly. Okay. All right. So what you're saying, Mike, is that monopolies are bad.
I am saying that. Well, not just monopolies. That corporate level where they give you the illusion. This Pepsi Coke thing.
Yeah.
Right. They're in cahoots with one another because they're price setting, because they're at a level where they can control the market because they have so much resources that they can do whatever they want regardless of what is good for the people.
Well, one of the things that they definitely dominate in, and you watch Shark Tank and business related shows, is any time that somebody comes in with a product that's going to go on a big box shelf, if properly marketed and applied to they always say that everything in retail at that level is so cutthroat. Like they're fighting for shelf space. They're fighting each other.
And I want to bring this to a different level. If you are a big C corporation and a little guy, a small C corporation comes up with a product that will ruin a big C corporation because it's cool new technology, that technology gets bought up and put in a vault.
Yeah.
Because that's business. Business is not necessarily good for humanity. It's good for
some
numbers.
of it is not. Some of it is not.
I mean,
the coal stacks of the 1800s prove that. I mean, I'm not like, major heavy duty environmentalist, but just looking at, for instance, the Bowline power plant, when I see the smokestack going off, and that was Joe Cole's whole thing, is that when the smokestacks are going, first of all, from what I understand, they're supposed to be paying taxes on that day. Okay. But it's minimal. Because every time that the smokestack is going, they're making a minimum of $1.5 million, same as the grant from the town of Clarkstown, completely separate. But they're making that money, and we're still paying the bill for them, $300 million back to them.
And our taxes are still going up because I hear that the politicians of West Haverstraw have given themselves a raise.
Okay.
And the citizens have not gotten raises.
All right.
So everybody's hurting. But everyone who is in a place of power is taking advantage.
Dig it. Well, we definitely want to keep that open dialogue with them. And, I think we're going into an era where we're going to have healthy disagreements when applicable with the different people that are on the show.
Well,
you know?
I do think
Which
it would
I
be
like.
a good idea.
I like that.
To redirect space and have them attack Orange and Rockland.
At some point, I'm just getting, it's like,
have that. The enemy of my enemy attacks
is my friend.
enemy.
Yeah. The enemy of my, no, I follow that rule very heavily, by the way. And, let's get into my mind for a moment. All right. So,
It is a scary place, listeners. We are heading in to dangerous territory. Tommy's mind.
No, it's not that free. No, it's not like that. No, but I will say that it is challenging. And after being in business for 18 years, it's a decision every day to be as excellent as possible. Before, it was a decision to just be excellent. Now it's to be as excellent as possible, because sometimes the days aren't that, productive. We have 10 people that work at Rockland Web Design, and they're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. But I'll tell you, since 2023, we had a significant downturn in our web development business. And the reason for that are large companies. We'll call them monopolies, but it's what it is. Business is business.
The big C corporation.
Squarespace, Wix, Weebly, Shopify. And we had to make an internal decision and say, where are we going with this? And we had 160 websites that we were hosting and managing all across the Hudson Valley. We actually got rid of about 50 of them. So we have like 110 websites and clients, and we decided to go the Jerry Maguire style.
Show me the money?
No, personalized service for the clients that are there. So they get more.
And they get to be shown the money.
Exactly.
Show me the money,
That's
Tom.
our job, is to put money in our clients' pockets, but by doing really cool designy stuff. And now that the fun part is, now that we have Rockland's News, we can also help them communicate their message out. And for that, I just want to mention our sponsors. We want to thank Yabu Fence Company.
Yabu.
That's right. Yeah. Dana Pest Control. I was actually over there yesterday. They're a client of ours, right? Okay. So we picked up the check and everything like that. And Rick Dana, who's one of the founders of the company, and Anthony, his son, are there. They both run the company together. They do an amazing job. And I came to pick up the check, right? So I was like, "Hey guys, the check is over there." All right. And Rick's like, "What? You didn't come to see me?" So I handed the check back to the lady at the front desk. It's like, "Yes, I'm here to see you."
Give him my money.
Yeah. No. Rick's awesome. We went camping together.
So sponsors, keep going.
Yeah. Easy Temp, located in Hackensack, New Jersey. All your ice machine repairs. Let's say you need commercial refrigeration for a whole bunch of drinks or whole bunches of food in a deli. You go to easytemp.net and they can help you. And they run straight across the Hudson Valley. They're in Jersey and New York. Kobe Sushi. Mike, why don't you take this
Kobe
one?
Sushi.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They have jazz, they have sushi, they host awesome parties, corporate parties.
Yep.
And I think they like pickleball.
Pickleball!
Pickleball!
That's another thing that's happening this year, man. We
are going to be so engrossed in pickleball. Everyone in Rockland is going to have a racket. That should be the new platform.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a pickleball racket. All citizens, as a new way to roll out healthcare, everyone has to play pickleball.
No, that's actually not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea.
Little exercise for everybody.
Yeah. We have to dress up as the dudes from Dodgeball, like the two judges and everything.
As opposed to being Rip Torn, if you can dodge a wrench.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. All right.
Rip Torn, may you R.I.P.
Rest in peace, brother. All right, check it. So Susan Bova from Coldwell Banker Realty, Lauren Molino Muller from Howard Hanna Rand Realty, two of the premier realtors in the area. Susan actually helped with something my mom was, she was transitioning to a different town. And thank you very much, Susan, for taking care of that. And Lauren Molino Muller, she always, and I'm actually going to bring this up because she sent this the other day. Just one moment, please. She brought up a list of new real estate developments in the area, and you'll be able to check it out momentarily on rocklandsnews.com, some local stuff that is happening from Howard Hanna Rand Realty. And if you're in the market for a home, ladies and gentlemen, The good news is it seems that mortgage rates are going to start to go down because those quarter of a points are starting to accumulate. And, it'll open up the mortgage market again. It's been a little bit tight over the last few years from what I understand. So that is that. But yeah, and we also want to thank our Whole Shot Bagels over in Haverstraw, New York.
There are some of my. I cannot say enough about how good Whole Shot Bagels is.
Digging it. FC Perfection Auto Body Repair, Congers, New York. 99 signs, Mike. A business without a sign
is a sign of no business.
And I have to give a personal apology to my friend Greg, the owner of 99 Signs. I was sitting with him at the Nanuet Chamber of Commerce event yesterday. And, quite frankly, I got up from the table and I was walking to grab a glass of wine. And there were these balloons, really nice balloons, I have to say, that were in the middle of the table. And apparently I brushed up against the balloon, knocked over the water onto his lap.
Oh, my.
I think onto his lap. Kind of embarrassing.
Like it should have been recorded and put in a movie? Like Dodgeball?
Well, not to preserve my reputation.
What?
Because that was a dumb move on my part.
You just got to play it off like Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean?
Mr. Bean.
I felt so bad, Mike. I can't even begin to tell you. So I went over to him. And then on top of that, Mitch Cohen, at Puro Clean, really cool guy. And he went over to Greg. He was like, he didn't offer to buy you a drink. So that was a good point, Mitch. I will say that. So guess who's buying someone breakfast tomorrow at our Business Success Professionals meeting?
And where is that going to be?
Nanuet, New York, located at the Nanuet Diner at 8 o'clock in the morning. Yep. We start with the Pledge of Allegiance. We've been doing it for 18 years now.
18? The entire time you've had business?
Used to be called ProMetronet. And, back in the day, it was just like, a whole bunch of dudes just like, oh, let's put this together. Irene Gutman also, she was there. She was one of the founding people over there. And we have like about 40 members at this point.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So pretty cool. Good group of people.
Do we have anything else in the news that we need to talk about?
Yeah. Just want to thank a few more sponsors.
Oh, more sponsors. Yeah.
FC Perfect. And if I'm talking too much, just.
No. Just what? Sometimes our shows get a little long-winded, and we do need to talk about the sponsors because the sponsors are what give us the liberty to continue to provide the news.
Yes, absolutely. FC Perfection Auto Body Repair, located in Congers, New York. Clean Space Maintenance Management Company. Rockland's Music Fest, and of course the New York Boulders baseball team. And notably, in approximately 24 minutes, Mike.
24 minutes.
We're going to have Seth Cantor on.
I don't know who that is.
He is the announcer for the New York Boulders baseball team.
Oh, that sounds excellent.
Yeah, pretty cool, So he's going to be on, and we're going to start, and that's part of our itinerary for 2026. We're going to have the sports roundup from Seth Cantor, and also our friend Tom Brady.
Tom Brady? Wait, that Tom Brady?
No, not the Tom Brady, but he's pretty close to it as far as like sports. He's got a sports performance coaching company, and he's going to be on talking about sports. And that's going to be on Wednesdays, typically at 9:30 in the morning, give or take. And of course, those of you that are listening, you can catch that on facebook.com/Rocklands News. And please remember to like, follow, and share the page. We also want to thank, finally, Fiesta Acapulco, 202 Cannabis, and Banquetto Restaurant.
All right.
Yeah, dig it, man.
So, sponsors.
Yeah.
Go visit our sponsors, please. Tell them you heard it from us.
Yeah.
And,
Exactly.
So what else we got going on in the news?
Well, we'll take a break in like about 5 minutes and recalibrate. But Mayor Michael Curley encourages support for local businesses this winter. Events on deck include a senior Valentine's luncheon and wellness programs. And the Lafayette Theater recently celebrated 40 years with a special screening of the movie Labyrinth.
Now, did you know that sections of the movie Labyrinth were filmed right here in Rockland County?
No way, really?
Yes. There is a scene in Haverstraw, there's a scene in Paramount, and there is a scene in Nyack.
Okay.
I believe it's all in the very beginning of the movie as Jennifer Connelly, who is the main character of the movie, is running through some places, and those film shots were taken in, again, Haverstraw, Paramount, and Nyack.
Wow. I was not aware of that.
Rockland actually has a very rich film history. And I know that the folks over at Economic Development and Tourism are trying to get even more of that. Most recently, the show Fallout.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love you. Watch that show?
I watched the first season so far.
Okay.
And in that first season, when they come up to the old school gas station, that's on 9W in Nyack.
Whoa!
Yes. So our little bit of Rockland keeps becoming more and more and more famous.
I was not aware of that. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Huh.
Rockland is a very historic and famous
place. It is. Yeah, it really is. And there's like these layers of, oh my goodness, that happened here.
Right.
That are very interesting. So I think we could take a little quick break if you want, Mike.
And we're going to reset so we can go talk about the Boulders.
Yeah, Seth Cantor is going to be on at 9:30 from the New York Boulders, and he'll be talk about sports. A lot of innovations over at the stadium this year, over at Clover Stadium in Pomona. I mean, they have it's called synthetic turf now.
Why can't they call it AstroTurf?
I don't know.
Is it because it's not an Astroland?
Maybe Astro from the Jetsons filed a copyright.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's the Simpsons, right?
Oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Meet George Jetson?
Yes.
You know what? All right, now this is trippy, but think about and we're musician people. Right? Yeah. And then dun, 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 dun. It's pretty close.
It is the new mashup.
Yeah.
It is the Simpsons Jetsons. Wait, isn't that Futurama?
That is a great show.
Not Futurama.
I love that show.
All right.
We're getting geeky here. Sorry.
I mean, it is what we do.
But for those of you that are listening, remember to share and like especially the Facebook page. I know it's old school, facebook.com/Rockland News. And we will be back at 9:30 with Seth Cantor from the New York Boulders. Let's pause for our announcer, Ilana.
You're listening to Rockland News, available on Apple, Spotify, and online at rocklandnews.com. Thanks for joining us today.
Okay. Y'all have a great rest of the day if you don't come back, and we'll hopefully have you hearing Seth Cantor from the New York Boulders in just a few moments. Take care.
Be well, be healthy, be a good citizen.